You know, I used to get the poets to write bios, but they were all so bashful that I just gave up. Now I have to be the one to write it for them. But I want to say about Luke Tracey Newman, if the poet's creed is to write and feel and reveal, then Tracey is going to be a poet extraordinaire, because if anyone feels and reveals, it's Tracey. He is not afraid. Come on up, Tracey.
Okay. Well, let me think for a second. I picked out some stuff. A lot of my poems are about the fall, and a couple from the summertime even, which is maybe a nice memory after, you know, coming out tonight is like, whoa, it's winter. Here's a haiku from when summer became fall. It's called Summer is Over. Summer is over. Gone aboard first southbound flight, Air Canada geese. This is another one from walking in the park near where we live. It's called Crunchy Autumn Leaves, haiku. Crunchy autumn leaves strolling through giant cornflakes. Soon they'll be frosted. This is a free verse that I wrote first week of class when I was interrupted. I was trying to write this poem, and so I wrote this just kind of off the cuff anyway. Here we go. Free verse called Interrupted. Interrupted. Crashing back to earth from rarefied flight of poetic fancy to attend the mundane, the crass, the pedestrian. Coleridge could not finish Xanadu when he was interrupted. I apparently am more resilient. Picking up exactly where I left off, adding one line, then another. Soon I am finished. Sigh. Jade's telling me to hold my book down for so it looks better on YouTube. I guess I can't argue. This is a sideshow. Lightning jig-jags across the night sky. Incandescent blinding flash. Electric ozone trail blasted through deluge and darkness. On 1 second delay broadcast, thunder's decibels deafening. Thank you. We've written epitaphs, a couple of the terms, including this one here. This is an epitaph. An epitaph is a Greek poem that you'll see on a gravestone. Death's realm is the ultimate democracy, also the ultimate dictatorship. Live full and well now, citizen, whatever your rank and file, status and class. One day, perhaps some midwinter night, sooner than will be your preference, your attendance at his census will be mandatory. A limerick. I haven't written a limerick for a long time. A daring man from Saskatoon liked to paddle his canoe in the nude. One night in white water, as the whole thing flipped over, he mooned the old man in the moon. This is one that maybe will help us remember summer when it was actually quite hot out. This is from August. It's called August 16th, 2010. Distant forest fires burning in my throat and in my eyes. In the sky, a hazy egg yolk smolders behind a hazy gray curtain. The city smells like a campsite and looks like Armageddon. Here's another summertime memory. It's called Storm at Sylvan Lake. It's a haiku. Storm at Sylvan Lake, warm prairie lakeshore, becomes North Atlantic coast. I'll read one more. This is a blank verse. It's called Dead Ducks. Something is going on in Alberta. There's always two sides to every story. The government calls it prosperity. Environmentalists call it a crime. Massive pits and tailing ponds seen from space, massive amounts of water required to separate crude oil from tar sand. Downstream, people are dying of cancer. The government will not acknowledge this. They fund studies and then ignore the findings. All of us who own cars are complicit. We have affordable gas, we're happy. So a few birds die in the tailing ponds. We keep our heads buried in the tar sands. If mankind keeps treating the earth this way, our grandchildren are going to be dead ducks. Thank you.